Hey y'all, how are y'all doing today? I am Gabrielle Ether. Welcome to my channel. So today we got a pick a card reading for. So you got some bad news. Now what? Now what to do? So if you guys really need to make a decision, I was led to do a video kind of giving you guys encouragement. So that's what this is going to be about. After you get bad news, then sometimes you just need to be uplifted and encouraged and things like that. So I'm going to kind of encourage you, but if it is something that you need to make a decision about, I also made a video about making decisions, like if you need help making a decision, that will be uploaded either before this one or after this one, but I have already did it. I just don't know which order I'm going to upload it, just because when I start uploading videos, like I really don't remember which one I did first or second or nothing like that, and I just upload, sometimes Spirit says upload this one, and sometimes I do like that. So that's the only reason why I'm saying that. So I got you guys some words today. If you haven't already picked your card, I have some words. So these cards is called happy. Okay, so what are y'all names? I named y'all Great, and then I named these what did I name that one?
Happy Great Easter.
Happy Great Easter? No,
Easter.
I didn't name it Easter. I named it something else. Happy Great.
Happy Great Free.
Free, yes. So, this deck is called Happy. This deck is called Great. These cards are so beat up. I done had them so long, y'all. And these cards are called Free. So be led to a word. Are y'all ready? So, yeah, I know y'all are already ready. Y'all are like, Gabrielle, we were waiting on you. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so for those of you guys who relate to the word happy, here are your cards. Okay, so about this bad news that you got. It was for one, it was for the best. Okay, so here are your cards. You have support, you have inspired passion, and you have just ask. Okay, you have enlightenment and beginnings. Okay, so okay, I have like a conflicted message here, so just kind of follow me as I'm trying to see what Spirit is saying. I think for one, you guys gotta you got a bad what was I saying? So yeah, so you got bad news, right? But I feel like you should go back. I think you guys I'm just hearing with this. I'm looking at this beginners card. I'm looking at this just as card. This is just the energies that I'm getting here, okay? I'm really getting that you guys need to ask some more questions. You need to question this decision that they made. It's a decision that they made. It's something that, something you were waiting for. Something you were waiting for. And like I said, you got bad news, but I don't feel like this news was supposed to be bad. I think some type of negative energy got into this some type of way, and now you guys got the news that wasn't really meant for you. I don't think this was supposed to be bad, you guys, and I think this is probably confusing you guys because you got bad news and you're like, huh, what? I didn't see this coming. Some type of negative energy got in there. Maybe you guys told the wrong people, and when that happens, sometimes negative entities get into your business, get into your situation, and it changes things. Okay. So also, people are entitled to make their own decision, and sometimes, like, I'm just really picking up something like where someone was just kind of doing some kind of manipulation. If it was just something that's not natural, manipulating your situation, or either these people probably didn't like you or some type of way, maybe it's just jealous and they manipulated the situation where you thought you was going to get something and you didn't, because I feel like this was really for you, but it didn't happen. So with that being said, I think that you guys are really going to see the light in this. You're going to really see that this opportunity that you thought was good, like I said, I think you was really supposed to get this, but I think there's something else for you, something different. I think your new beginning is somewhere else, and I don't feel like this is where you're supposed to be. Okay, so don't even get mad, don't get sad. You might want to go back. Now, if you guys feel like this is what you're really supposed to be at, then I feel like there's some questions. Don't just settle. You know, there's some questions that needs to be asked, like why did this happen, and still want the decision changed on their part. But if you guys are willing to accept it, because now you're like, okay, you know, I felt like this was for me, but since it didn't happen, now that I see the light, I'm just gonna move on. You know, I'm just gonna move on elsewhere, then I think that would be the best decision. Like I said, I feel like this is like some decisions you guys need to make too. And you might need to go over to the other video while I'm talking about making decisions. Help me make decisions if it's something like that. But if you just need encouragement, then just know that, you know, this place, even though it seemed like it was good, yeah, it was for you. You guys know how that can happen sometimes. Yeah, it's for you, but it wasn't for you. There's something better. Yeah, this could have been for you. Say if you was trying to get approved for somewhere or whatever, a job or something like that. Yeah, you know, all the signs say, yeah, this would be something good for you, but that doesn't mean that it was for you. That don't mean that, you know, like, yeah, if you would have went to it, it would have made, you would have got good money for it. You probably would have enjoyed it for a little while, but that's not ultimately where you're supposed to be. I think your new beginning and where the thing that you're actually trying to find is elsewhere, okay? And I think some of you guys have seen that, okay? And you're when after this situation happened, if this haven't happened yet, then let me enlighten you. Let me tell you guys right now that your new beginning is somewhere else, okay? So don't even let this phase you. Don't even let it really get your spirits down. With this card right here, I feel like it kind of like just really lowers your self-esteem a little bit. Like it kind of lowers your spirits. I usually see this card as like going after your dreams and stuff like that, but I feel like this kind of like lower your self-esteem a little bit, you know, because sometimes when we get discouraging news, it really just makes us start questioning, you know, ourselves and who we are. But don't let it do that, because like I said, your new beginning is actually somewhere else, okay? Now, if you feel like this is for you, just for you, then with this just ask card here, I think Spirit is saying, like, yeah, go back and ask some more questions, because I think you got the wrong news. I don't even feel like this was supposed to happen, okay? So, of course, with this support card here, this is kind of literal. For Spirit is like, anytime you're feeling bad, just call on us, ask us, because sometimes we forget. It's like we know that they're there, and that's who can actually make us feel better. It's our spiritual team. So don't forget to utilize them more. And sometimes when we get bad news, you guys, it's because we weren't even really listening to the support around us. Sometimes we just go by our own way, and we got some people telling us, no, this might not be a good idea. Your spiritual team is nudging in your ear and your intuition saying, no, this might not be a good idea, and we do it anyways, you know. But for the most part, I think for most of you guys, like, I think you're going to be really enlightened, and you're going to start to see, hold on, like, that wasn't for me anyways. Like, I thought it was going to be good, but there's something better. And if you would have gotten into it, Spirit just really saved you from something, because if you would have gotten into it, I don't think it would have been bad, but you would have definitely missed out on your real new beginning. You know, there's just something better for you. That's all. So if you was asking Spirit, like, this is for me, and Spirit's like, yeah, it's because, yeah, Spirit's going to answer your question. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, this is a good move for you. Yeah, this is a good thing for you. But is there something better? But did you ever ask Spirit, well, Spirit, is there something better for me? You know, and if you did, the Spirit is like, well, that's why that didn't happen, because there's something better. And I believe a lot of you guys heard that sometimes too. I believe that you really did hear there was something better along the way. And like I said, if you didn't hear that, then you know what? If you didn't hear Spirit say that there's something better, then just know. Because sometimes we say, you know, Gabrielle, because I've done it before too. Like, Gabrielle, I went into the situation seeing, well, if this is not for me, if there's something better, then, you know, Spirit tell me. And then Spirit allowed that to happen just so you can see that, you know, no, it wasn't that. Then indeed, that it is something better, okay? So, and I think just don't even worry about this no more. So, if you need encouragement when it comes to this bad news, because it sucks when you get bad news, you know, just know that definitely your new beginning and your good thing is somewhere else, okay? So yeah, you were led to the word be happy, so don't worry, be happy. And that's all, y'all, okay? That's all. So if you are new here, go ahead and take a look around at some more of my videos. See if they resonate with you. And if they do, then I will invite you to become a part of this tribe, okay? As for everybody else, continue to come and grow with us and subscribe so we can become a part of each other's tribe. That is all, y'all. Comment down in the comment section below your feedback so I can hear it, because I love to hear from you guys and things like that. That's all, y'all. Bye. For those of you guys who are led to the word great, okay, I just keep hearing this before I even turn over your cards. I keep hearing this Kirk Franklin song, and I think it's called Blessing in the Storm. And I know the song goes, there's a blessing in the storm. There's a blessing in the storm. And and so Spirit is like, for one, go listen to that song. It's by Kirk Franklin. I think Kirk Franklin, New Nation. And I think, but I know it's a Kirk Franklin song, the older one. And go listen to that for encouragement, because this is what this video is about. It sucks when you get bad news, right? And you just need to be picked up sometimes, because Spirit's like, through this storm that you're going through, I hear a blessing in disguise, okay? And, you know, there's a blessing that's going to come out of this storm. So let's look at your cards now. So there's definitely a lesson from this thing that happened with you guys. I'm hearing something similar to last time. To the other message, if you guys were drawn to both of them, to happy also, yeah, I think with this acceptance card upside down, I think there was a decision that was made. And if you guys do have any type of decision to be made or something like that, go to my other video that I'm going to upload about decisions, about, you know, needing help with decisions. But I feel like there was a decision made on you, and it was just not the right decision. So you got bad news, right? The news was supposed to be good, but it wasn't. And like I told last card, your message is slightly different though, and I'll get to that, because there was a lesson in this for you guys. But yeah, now if you guys were led to happy too, then like I would not be surprised, because the message is almost the same, just slightly different. But I think some type of negative entity got into it. Maybe you told the wrong person that you thought would be happy for you, but they really weren't happy for you, and that negative energy went out into that situation and kind of got into it. Because I definitely feel manipulation over this situation also, whether it's natural or whether it was a spiritual, you know, like a negative entity attacking your situation just because that's what, you know, demons do. Or, you know, the people who are real life demons, that's what they do. Maybe this person just didn't want you in their position. And I think if this is something that have to do with a job, maybe someone did not want you in their position, so they manipulated this decision, because I think this was supposed to be yours, okay? So, but with this being said, this decision is, I think this decision is going to turn all the way around. I was telling the other people, go somewhere else. But for you guys, I think that just this situation might turn back around, and you're going to be put back where you belong. And if it is somewhere else and it's somewhere else, then it's somewhere else. But I think the place where you were at, whatever bad news you got, whatever it is, I think it's just going to turn completely back around, and it's going to work out in your favor. Because it might not necessarily be going anywhere or going to another position or something like that. I just think whatever happened to you, whatever bad news happened to you, and I'm feeling some type of just bad news in general, just know that this situation is going to redirect itself, and it's going to turn itself all the way around. So let me tell you guys the purpose of one reason why Spirit allowed this to happen, because Spirit didn't have to allow this to happen. Spirit could have let this go all the way through, but Spirit saw that somewhere in this situation, you stopped valuing yourself. You know, you stopped looking at what you really wanted and the things that you really liked, and you start looking at things for other people and not yourself. And I was just talking about going to the other video if you have a decision to make, and I was saying something like that in the decision video. that someone was making a decision based on that. Somewhere along in there, this stopped being protected by your spiritual team. Because that's how negative energies get into stuff. Because your spiritual team is like, okay, well, we have to back out this situation. And like I was saying, like I said on a lot of videos, the universe moves with positivity, not negativity. And when you start getting negative, and you know, I know one time, you guys, I was thinking, why haven't been negative? I've been real positive. But if I've been negative in any kind of way, you better believe that this is probably what it could have definitely been. Me starting to forget about what I really wanted and start including my children and everybody else around me, my friends and family and stuff like that. And I think that's what happened. And that's, I think, how this negative situation turned. But it's definitely going to redirect this if it's going to turn all around from unaccepted to acceptance, okay? So, yeah. And this is like, Spirit is like, find yourself again. Find yourself. Find exactly who you are. It's not going to be hard because it's not like you just completely lost yourself. It's just for this moment of time. It's all of it is saying the same thing. Like you had a moment of weakness. This is going to be turned around because you're naturally strong. You're naturally a person with high confidence, high self-love, you know, but somewhere along in there, you lost your value, your self-worth, and you was just making decisions based on other people. So no wonder you got this bad news, you know. Negative entities were able to creep in there because your spiritual team had to back and let you see what was going on. Some type of way, you started to make decisions. I think you guys started to make decisions based on you wanting more out of life. With this "you are not alone" card, you wanted more out of life. You wanted, I don't know, more friends, a man or a woman, I don't know, just more out of life, like maybe more excitement or something like that. So you guys actually went into this situation thinking you're going to get this good news based on the fact that, yeah, you know, I want to do this because I want more out of life, when this is not really the way you were going to get what you thought you was going to get, not through this way. And that's why this bad news came, okay? But like I said, it was definitely for you, but you went into it thinking that you was going to get all this other stuff that wasn't necessarily supposed to be the thing that you're going to get out of it. Where indeed, you know, all this good stuff can definitely come out of it. Like, definitely this could be a good place for your children. This could be a good place to meet someone. This could be a fun place. But when you go into something, just go into it wanting the best for yourself. With this wholeness card here, let's turn this around. Let's redirect that. Go into it. Go into the next decision. Looking more out for self. Because sometimes we have to do that. We have to be, like I heard, is this guy named Dehudi Matra. He's on YouTube, and I love him. Go look him up if you can. But he was like, sometimes you have to be skillfully selfish, okay? And I think that's why the situation turned out the way it did, because you guys were starting to look at more. You started to put other things on top of your true happiness, because there's nothing wrong with this. Like, you were just really feeling like you're just going to get more out of life in this situation. Nothing wrong with wanting more out of life. Like, you guys understand what I'm saying? Like, nothing wrong with wanting more out of life. Nothing wrong with saying, oh, it's going to be fun at this place or whatever. Nothing wrong with that. But you were starting to put that above, put everything else above what you really wanted. So ask yourself, what is it that you really want? You know, of course you want this love. Of course you want more out of life. But I'm thinking that was not, and I think you guys really resonate. I think you guys, there's something more that you really need out of life. You know, there's something more that, or something that was not your true essence. And whatever this bad news that happened, it was not really a reflection of who you truly are. And I think a lot of you guys you guys let me know in the comment section too. You know, because I love to hear what things resonate with you guys, and then it lets me know what to continue to do, what not to do. Because I think you guys are like, yeah, you're right. Like, I really was just focusing on having fun and meeting, and ain't nothing wrong with that, you know, or either just, you know, finding a good school for my children. It's the location, because that's what I'm hearing, something like a location or something like that. And you guys realize you can't go to this location anymore. Or maybe got denied for a home or something like that. I'm thinking something like that too. And and if it was, then I think if you sit back and if you sit back and think about it, you'll see, hold on, that wasn't the true, that's not even the true essence of who I am. Of course, all those good things could be there, like I'm saying, but that's not really the true essence of who I am. And the next time you guys go into another situation like this, so you can get good news this time, go into it more, just more legitimate when it comes to you and who you are. If I'm explaining that correctly, go into it more what am I just trying to say? Just more legitimate, legitimate, more realistic. But when it comes to you, and it's a word that I'm trying to say, but I cannot think about it right now. But I think I'm explaining it the best way I can. The next time you go into this situation, so you can get good news, okay? So that is all, you guys. I hope that I help you guys out with it. And if you are new here, you might want to look around on my channel to see if there are more videos that resonate with you. And if it is, then go ahead and I invite you to become a member of this tribe. And as for everybody else, continue to come grow with us and subscribe. Let's become a part of each other's tribe, okay? That's all, y'all. Bye. Okay, you guys who are drawn to the word free, these are your cards. So you have harmony down here, you have steadfastness down here, you have dream talk, mother's love, and give back. This is one thing I immediately get. I think some of you guys' bad news have been like, is it a recent passing, a recent death in your family? Maybe a mother or a mother-like figure, an aunt maybe, a recent passing. So, and that was your bad news. So you guys want to know how to get through that. And hey, that's one thing that's like really hard to encourage people, because what can you say to someone who has lost someone who they really love, because that person is not coming back, and naturally we're going to miss them, right? And I mean, one thing I always just like to encourage people is now that person has passed on for whatever reason, but that person is feeling so much better. And say if it was like a young person, that young person still don't have to worry about growing up in this world. It's just pure evil, Okay, Israel, go back. I don't know. And I'm looking down at 222. It was 2222 when I looked down, and this number is 2222. So definitely things are going to be coming together. Things are going to not just come together. Things are going to be. Because I feel like when it came to the bad news that you guys got, even if it's not all about a death, then maybe you felt like it's some type of maybe some type of spiritual death, because something that happened to you just made you feel like really low and like really bad. But just know that things are going to be coming together. The pieces are just basically going to be brought up in your life and being put back together, okay? So with those 22s being there, just for one, I see some twin flame relationships coming, some soulmate relationships coming, okay? So you guys know with twin flames, it can be kind of difficult, however you believe in it. But the thing is, I do definitely see true love coming for you guys. So don't feel bad, whatever the bad news that you got. And what I just feel like something, or like I said, if you feel like it's a spiritual death because something really bad happened, or maybe it's just some type of ending. The bad news that you got has something to do with an ending, something just being over, okay? Over. Well, okay, I feel like, for one, just continue to go. Continue to move on. Continue to push through this phase. Because, of course, it feels bad. No one likes being told bad news. So, of course, it's going to feel bad. But you have to keep pushing through. Keep pressing your way through. It reminds me of this song by, what's her name, Jacqueline? Do you say her name Jacqueline Carr or Jacqueline Carr? And when she says, that song, I think it was her first hit, where she says she feels oppressing in the spirit, and she see She see a, how does it go? A present in the spirit. Is it a beating in the spirit? And she says it's preparing her for greater. Whatever she say, I forgot the words of the song now. But this song, she talks about how she had to press her way through so much, and through all of the pressing that she did, she had to realize that throughout that pressing, that it was only preparing her for greater. So that's what I mean by things are going to just start coming together for you guys. So, and I think in the bad news that you guys got, did it come through the way of a dream? So, I do dream interpretations, but it will be counted as, personal reading. So come take me if you would like your dream interpreted, or you guys are going to be getting dreams and getting. I think you guys are going to be getting more clarity about the situation through dreams also. And I'm looking at this card right here. Sometimes, you guys, sometimes when things happen to us, we, have like this automatic thing that we do sometimes where we just kind of hold ourselves in, and we don't like to be vulnerable, and we don't like to like really express how we're really feeling, and sometimes that can be unfair to other people around us. And spirit is like, let this go the best way you can, so you won't bring other people down that's around you. Because I kind of feel like that's probably what's happening right now with you guys. Since you did get this bad news, it's kind of like, the energy is starting to, rub off on your loved ones around you. So that's just a slight little warning. Just be careful with that, or, make sure that don't happen. If it has not happened yet, just make sure that it don't happen, and just rest assured and know that things are definitely going to be coming together. And go listen to that song by Jacqueline Carr, because I used to love that song. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go listen to it. I haven't heard it in a long time, but just know whatever happened is preparing you for greater. If someone did pass, just know death prepares them for greater, because then now they have to answer a higher calling too, because they can go on to be someone's ancestor, or they can go on to reincarnate to someone else's life, and just keep going, just keep pushing through. Okay, so whatever this happened, I really feel like it's like this song say, it's just preparing you for greater things. Okay, greater in greater in your spirit, and you just growing higher spiritually, greater in any and all aspects of your life. Okay, just know that it's for the best. So that is all, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed your reading. Let me know through the comment section if this resonated with you guys. I love to hear from you all. And if this is your first time being here, then go ahead and look around at some more of my videos and see if they resonate. And if they do, then I would invite you to subscribe to this channel. As far as everybody else go, then just continue to come and grow with us, everybody. Let's grow together and become a part of each other's tribe. So don't forget to subscribe. That is all, you guys. Bye.